Good morning, and happy Saturday, guys. Are you guys ready to cook? Because that's what we're about to do. It's about to go down in this kitchen of the Italian princess. Anyways, we're going to make a few treats, and I'm going to make a couple of meals. Now, the first meal I'm going to make is I am going to make a keto chicken parmesan. So right now what I have is I have 2 chicken thighs in here, skins off, so I'm going to pound this out a little bit. It's still got the bone in there. I'm going to pound around it because I still like to cook with the bone because it gives it flavor inside there. But I need, and then I'll have to bread, put it in the egg and then bread it. So what are we going to bread it with? Because we don't use flour on keto and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you. I'll be right back. In here I have pork rinds, and this is in my magic bullet. And I am going to crush these up and make breadcrumbs out of them. I'm not going to do it with you on here because it's a little bit loud, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I did 2 different pork rinds because this one is salt and vinegar because I've got this for another dish later. But this is the other one that I did. This one's going to be for the chicken. But see how well that grinds up? I mean, isn't that amazing? It's just all just like breadcrumbs. So I'll dip it in my egg and then dip it in here and fry it on up. I'm going to leave this chicken right in here and I'm just going to pound it out. This way it keeps that chicken juice from flying everywhere. And I'm just going all around that bone on both pieces. But while that's, let me get some oil to put in my pan to start heating up. And I am going to use olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 eggs out because of course it's going to have to go in the egg mixture first. So we're going to go ahead and get these 2 eggs. I could probably get away with 1 egg since it's only 2 pieces of chicken. I'm not doing as much as normal. Now here's the thing, when you're cooking, guys, you need to season every layer. So I'm going to go ahead and season that. I am going to season my breadcrumbs a little bit. Not too much salt because they already have salt on them. So season this stuff up, okay? Because this is what you're using. And if every layer, then you can't go wrong. Beat that up pretty good. And the reason, like a lot of people use chicken breast meat and they get the thin slices already, but the reason I'm using this is because, remember, thighs are a higher fat content, and that's kind of what we want. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these breadcrumbs here, and I'm going to put them in here, because remember, you don't want to put them in here because then you won't be able to use this again. If you dip it in here, whatever you have left over, you cannot use again because it's got salmonella now. Here's my sauce from yesterday that I did make, and I'm going to heat this stuff up because we're going to need that in a little bit. But I've got breadcrumbs here, and I've got the egg here, and I have the chicken here. We're going to go from here. No, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here, go here, back here, in the pan. I have the chicken out of the bag now, so I'm going to go ahead, like I said, you season every layer. So you want to get some salt and pepper on there. Okay. Take this chicken, we're just going to dip it in here a minute. Get it crusty. It's going to go over here to the egg. And back to the crusty. See how nice and thick coated that is? Now let me tell you something. When you're making some fried chicken, look at the coating on here, guys. All right. Now see, I need a little bit more, which is okay. It's better to add than to use and then have to throw away. I don't like wasting food, you guys. Food is expensive as it is, so let's not waste it. All right. Got that in the pan over there, and it is cooking. I am going to put, that pan I do not have a top for because it's too wide around, so I put a piece of tin foil over it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that so that can cook through the inside. While that's cooking through though, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this area and get these dishes washed and out of the way. So I keep forgetting to buy that Pam spray for my pans. It's all right. I don't know why. Every time, and I'm in that aisle all the time, and I just completely forget. So I'm going to butter my dish here. Instead I don't have no Pam spray. Just going to use some good old butter. I mean, butter's good for us anyway. Why not? And you guys, when I bake the chicken parmesan, when I put it in the oven, I'm doing mine in just like a little pie dish. I don't do anything the normal traditional way. I like my own little dishes. So we've got that. I've got my sauce right here. I'm going to go ahead and put a paper towel over that, put it in the microwave and heat that up. Always cover it though, guys, because you know it's going to splat everywhere, and a dirty microwave is disgusting. If I go to someone's house and I go to use their microwave and it's dirty, I'm not putting my stuff in there, and I just, never mind, I don't need nothing. Okay, guys, now here's the thing. What we're going to use today, I am going to try this Pasta Zero. I'm going to try Pasta Zero. They're a shirataki spaghetti, so it's made, I guess, with shirataki mushrooms. The only thing I didn't really like is, you know, when I was reading the back, it says it's the ingredients are water, cognac flour, chickpea flour, potato starch, calcium hydroxide, and reduced iron. I don't know what any of that is, but it says total carbs per serving are 4. 3 of that is fiber, so that gives it 1 net carb, and there's 2 servings. So this whole package is 2 net carbs. This whole package will be 30 calories, but there is 0 fat, and the whole package will be 2 grams of protein. So there's no fat or anything in here. But I'm going to get it out of here, and I'm going to rinse them off. Anyway, let's get on with it. Gosh, that smells so good, you guys. Let's see. Take my big spoon here. Let's stir this sauce up a little bit so the grease, oil, everything gets mixed all in there. We're going to put a little bit of that sauce to coat the bottom of the pan. Let's get you back down here. Okay, we coated the bottom of that pan. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw that pasta in there. I'm going to put some of this sauce over that. This is a little bit hot. Yeah, I bought some mozzarella, but I still have some of this 3 cheese Italian, which I really love. It's got a strong, good flavor. Remember I told you like the stinky feet? Now more cheese is going to go on there, but I'm going to put some, when that chicken's done, I'm going to put that on top and more cheese and sauce over that. Okay guys, we are back. The chicken is done. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a knife and I'm just gonna go in and cut some pieces and just lay it. Can y'all see it? I'm gonna lay it on top of here. Nothing neatly, just throw it in there. Just throw it in there. I'm even going to throw the piece here with the bone stuck to it on the side there because I want to cook that on up in there with it. Cut these pieces all in there. All right. So this is how it looks now with that. Now to this, I'm going to add the rest of this sauce over the top, just like that. And on top of there, we're going to add more of this cheese. Okay, and to the top of this, what I'm gonna do, what I love, a little bit of crushed red pepper, right on the top there, and a little bit of black pepper. I'm gonna get a piece of, let me see, I'm just gonna use the tin foil I used here. Put this right over. Let me see here. It's got some oil on it, so that's good. Cover that nicely. Stick this into the oven. It's at 350. And I'm going to turn that kitchen timer on for 20 minutes. And we're going to let that go. Let me get this stuff all moved away and wait until you see what we're making next. All right, guys. We are going to make some keto chocolate chip cookies. All right, this is going to be so good, you guys. So what we're going to start out with is in here, I'm going to go ahead and put my wet ingredients. So what I'm going to put in here are 2 eggs. I'm going to put 1/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream, and I am going to add 3 teaspoons of vanilla. Now we're going to get this to the side so I can get my dry ingredients ready, and then we're going to blend this up because I still have to put in 2 sticks of butter. All right, guys, for the chocolate chip cookies, for my dry ingredients here, I have 2 cups of almond flour. I have a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry about that. The salt, the baking powder, the baking soda, and then I'm going to put a 1/4 cup. You can use any kind of sweetener that you prefer. I do prefer Swerve, and instead of the granules, I'm going to use, I'm just trying this out too. I'm going to use some of the Swerve brown sugar, and I'm using a 1/4 cup of that. So we're going to see how that works out, okay? So this is all my dry ingredients, okay? And I'm just going to mix these all together. So all that's all shared in there. Okay, so now I've got my wet ingredients in here. Let me move this closer for you. My wet ingredients are in here, except for my butter. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 2 sticks of softened butter. That was real soft, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and blend that up.